I don't know if that directly answers your question.
No, yeah, no, no, it's all good. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, when you go out of body, I mean, have you encountered beings? I mean, has anything shocked you, or because you come across as someone, to be honest, who almost like yeah, it doesn't bother you. Like you seem like the type of person that would go out of body and some crazy shit would happen, and you're just kind of like cool with it. That's how you come across. Like you're very, maybe you don't get triggered easily. It would be the word. Kind of am I wrong? Have you had moments that are like, oh God, like have you had any wild moments or anything like that? Or has it been pretty, oh, that's fascinating. Write it down, you learn from it, and you collect the data and you move on.
I think it's quite funny because my ex-husband used to call me the Carl Pilkington of astral projection. So in the UK, there's a comedian called Pilkington, and you can show him anything that's incredible or extraordinary or phenomenal. He'll be like, "Yeah, it's all right. That yeah, it was good." So
Yeah, you give me that vibe for sure.
but I think the other reason why I've come to be that way is, one, I'm from Yorkshire, and it's an attribute of the Yorkshire personality in the north of England for sure. But the second thing is I've had the most horrific, terrifying, out of body and altered state experiences of anyone that I've ever met and known. So and I've had them from a young age when I used to have, and I still have sleep paralysis. So I think when you've experienced what people would call hell or demons or evil spirits for a number of years, and you've worked with those entities, you tend to know that you can't be harmed. At least this is the conclusion I've come to, and if you talk to, quite a few authors, they'll say the same thing. So yeah, to answer your question, I have had a lot of experience with what might be different beings, and through also psychedelics as well, and meditation and darkness retreats and breath work. But I've just had so many experiences now that I'm quite not nonchalant about it. I think they're all meaningful and have something to tell us, but a lot of stuff doesn't shock me. I
Hmm.
think, yeah.
Do you talk about those experiences, or do you prefer not to talk about them? I would love to talk about one of it's not that I want to talk about the scary ones because, uh, for any reason, then the most questions I get are about fear, and I'm going to be honest with you, I definitely have that fear for sure. I struggle with that. I talk about it all the time. I don't know why. It's almost I can't even help it. Like when the vibration stage hits or something starts to happen, my body just starts reacting. Like my heart beats fast. I can't even help it. Um, and so I would be curious you said you had one of the gnarliest experiences. What happened? Maybe we'll just go into it if you're okay with it, if you're able to talk about it.
I mean, there's hundreds of sleep paralysis experiences. I mean,
But like the demon
um,
sitting on your chest kind of thing, like
um, yeah, I've been okay. So I'm just gonna bullet point with no context, different things. So I've had demons grab me from behind and strangle me in the throat. I've seen witches with their faces being torn off in front of me. I've had what looked like burn victims walking up to me and grabbing at me. I've had demons put their hands in my mouth. I mean, this is some of the slightly more tamer stuff, and I think this is how I've.
What's happening, guys? If you've gotten anything out of this clip so far, or my channel in general, please consider leaving me a like, a comment, maybe even subscribing. It helps more than you know. It gets me one step closer to doing this full time. The full episode for this clip is linked down below. Let's get back to it.
Come up with lots of techniques as well to explore what these could be, why they might be happening. And now it's just, I'm incredibly calm. It's really fun. It's, you can make them, for example, you can make them dissolve. I have a technique to make them dissolve. You can neutralize the environment and then go to your next place that you'd like to travel to. That's with the rain technique, which I changed the technique from the mindfulness teacher Tara Brach, to use that one, and also engaging with the conversation. Some of these have been what I would consider shadow aspects from my own unconscious mind, which is, if you know about the shadow, is a term coined by Carl Jung, which is anything we've suppressed, denied, or disowned about ourselves due to various childhood usually things. And we can have shadow experiences in the OBE. And so from a psychology point of view, you can do healing work by healing your own shadow in the OBE. But even if you believe all of these things to be separate from yourself, in, for example, the shamanic or spiritualist tradition, often they will believe, well, you're resonating on a frequency, attracting these entities. And that's why you're entering realities, because there's something within you that is attracting them. So even if you believe in the dualistic way of interpreting, it's still beneficial to then, okay, well, why am I resonating on this frequency and entering into this reality with this said demon or entity? And then being curious rather than fearful to explore what that could be and where it could come from. Effectively, yeah, because I don't agree with the hierarchical, there's a hierarchical level of lower planes and then middle planes and then higher planes. I think I often say, I teach my students to take the valley view, which is seeing out of body experiences rather than a top down way to get to the better, more heavenly experiences. But actually, imagine you're going through a valley and you're a stream of consciousness. And that river of consciousness might go into the forest and see unusual animals. It might come up to the top of a hill and you might see the clouds and beautiful birds. And then it might go down into the valley again. So it passes through all these landscapes. But one thing is for sure, and that it's moving forward in an evolutionary manner. We just need to allow ourselves to enter the forests and the hills and the streams and encounter the animals on the way effectively. I kind of
What
went
do
off
you
on a tangent there.
No, it's okay, I get it. Um, I guess you again, it's like your brain you process things, it seems like very, "Alright, well, how can this help me?" I wonder, are you that way in the moment? Like, if a witch is coming with its face melted off, are you pretty casual about it? You're like, "Alright, we're gonna do a technique here. This girl's coming at me." Or is this more after the fact? You're like, "Okay, that was intense. I gotta relax here."
Oh
Or in
my
the
God, no.
moment,
In the beginning, when I was a child, absolutely petrified. Like, oh my God, what the hell is happening? Get
yeah, it's so
away.
scary.
So
Yeah.
scary. I was full fight and flight, nervous system spiked, snapping back to my body. But you have to have so many of those happen before you habitually build that response in your nervous system to be in the moment. And stay with it. So it's only through lots of experiences effectively. And
Okay.
still now, if something I feel like, oh my God, this is terrifying, it sometimes will snap me back. Um, but also it's, sometimes you just have a fun chat with them and it's great. I've had several of them run away from me and I don't know what that means. So it's like
Hilarious. The burning witch is running away from you. Oh shit, it's Jade. I'm out.
she probably just doesn't want to be bored to death by my monotonous talking voice of various facts and information about OBEs. She's like, oh no, Jade's going to tear my ear off with astral projection. I'm not up for this.
That's hilarious.